perfect weather. What to film in? Look at this light. And also perfect weather to watch a horror movie in. If you hear thunder or see like lightning flash, it's because it's getting a little stormy outside, but it's perfect for this video. Hey there, creepy peeps. My name is Nightmare Maven. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be watching and reviewing Orphan First Kill. I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while and do like a come with me review, but I'm staying home because the weather's like so perfect. I asked you guys on Instagram what movie you wanted me to talk about because there's a couple of new ones out right now. We had Glorious, I know Fall came out last week, and this one, and you guys overwhelmingly said Orphan. Didn't actually watch the trailer for this one, but I know what the premise of the movie is. It's supposed to be Esther before the events of Orphan, obviously, so we're supposed to be seeing her escape the facility she was at, I think, and then the first family that she was like adopted into. So it'll be interesting to see because it's been a very long time since that first movie came out. So I'm interested to see how Isabel Fuhrman, I hope that's how you say her last name, is going to look, considering this is supposed to be a prequel. It's always interesting too because we know how it's going to end, so I'm always interested to see like what surprises they're gonna try and pull out for us. So I'm gonna get cozy. Clearly it's just now starting to rain, if you can hear it. I don't know if the camera mic is gonna pick it up. Mother Nature says it's time to start the damn movie, so and I will be back when the movie's over to give you my spoiler-free thoughts. Okay. Yeah, right off the bat, it definitely ended how you would imagine it ends. Like I said a little bit ago. That's the, I don't want to say it's like a problem with prequels, but we already know essentially what the outcome is going to be. It's more just like how it's going to play out. So this movie was very much in like three nice and neat parts. We see Esther escaping from the Sarn Institute and then infiltrating this family, which is the second act. And then there's the third act, which the only thing I'm gonna say about that is I was getting a little bit bored in the second act of this movie. The first bit was really exciting because we kind of see Esther as Lena, like as she is, not necessarily like playing up this little girl thing. It was really interesting and it was different from what I remember of her from the first Orphan movie. But then the second act is very much what we're used to based on what we've seen in the previous film. So I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little bit bored and I was kind of just like, okay, I know we're building up to Esther unaliving this family and, you know, her going into the orphanage, which would then kick off the movie that we've seen before. Without saying what exactly it is, I will just say there is a twist comes in to introduce the third act of the movie that completely changes everything. Ultimately, and I just got done watching it, so obviously the excitement is still there, but I think it was really clever to do because it could have very easily have just been that first Orphan movie again. Kind of like lull us into a false sense of security, like we know where this is going, and to throw in a little curveball there that is like, maybe we don't fully know what's going on. And I feel like you should just watch it without having the spoilers because that's definitely going to color your outlook on the first half of the film if you know the twist. Honestly though, kudos to the writers on that one for putting that in there because that was pretty clever. It made me want to watch it again to see specifically the performances, to see if I can see anything in the performances that was kind of like hinting at the twist the whole time. Very much felt like a movie for the fans of Orphan. There was just a lot of, I don't want to say they were necessarily like campy, but they were a little bit cheesy of like Esther you know, getting into her like little girl get up in the movie. Like it's very much like the here we go. But it just felt like they were having fun making the movie, I think is probably the best way I want to put it. Even though this is the only other movie kind of in the Orphan series, I don't know if we can call it a franchise, very much plays like an origin story. Even though when we meet Esther for the first time, or Lena I should say, for the first time, she's already in the Sarn Institute, and there's a moment where some characters are talking about how she got there. So obviously she was doing stuff before that. A few nods to things, if you remember, from that first one, in terms of like music and some of Esther's behaviors that were nice little nods to stuff you may remember from that first film. I did think the performances were really well done. It was it was definitely interesting to see Isabel Fuhrman as Esther again, considering it's been over 10 years since the last movie. She killed it. Obviously a lot of visual tricks going on to make it look like she is a lot shorter and smaller than she is. Luckily it didn't have that like Finn Wolfhard digital de-aging a la It Chapter 2. That's what I was a little bit worried about. So over CGI'd that it was gonna be almost terrifying, kind of like Uncanny Valley like it was in that movie. So I'm glad that wasn't the case. Overall, I thought it was a well-made prequel. I think, yeah, I think it very easily could have just been the same thing and just kind of trying to capitalize off of that Esther character, just her doing the same exact thing, and they throw in some curveballs, which I really, really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the characters. I can't really say anything because it could potentially hint to the twist. I really enjoyed the choice that they made with the characters. I think it's definitely worth your time this weekend to check this out. You don't want it spoiled for you, so I'm if you're worried about that, I would definitely try and check it out this weekend. But it was just fun. It was a fun time, I will say. But I would definitely watch it again. I had a fun time watching it. So yeah, if you've seen Orphan First Kill, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Or if you go and see it after this review, definitely come back and tell me what you thought. Very, I guess, of spoilers in the comments, and anybody wanting to talk about that twist, maybe just give a little warning for your fellow horror fans. It is the first weekend. We can be courteous of that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Really helps me out. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a Creepy Peep today. I post 2 new videos every week, and I do live streams and collabs and stuff like that. So I will see you very soon with a new video. Until then, stay strange. Bye!